The new Mario movie is out. Let's go. Wahoo! Dang, that was pretty good. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to The Sanctuary. The Super Mario Bros. Movie officially came out last week, and I got some good thoughts. I want to start off with talking about the animation. Now, this was from Illumination, the same people that did Despicable Me, and it's not that the animation really gave justice or like enhanced the story in a certain like groundbreaking way, but I definitely think it carried the story well. I'm glad they used the original voice accents of Mario and Luigi as like a joke slash gimmick when they were making that plumber commercial. I'm glad they did that because I feel like if Mario and Luigi were talking like that the entire time, I feel like people would feel disengaged or just annoyed at the accents altogether. Though it is hard hearing Mario and Luigi having full-blown conversation. Right as I was thinking about that, the original voice actor of Mario comes in and does his signature woohoo, and I was like, another thing I want to talk about is the cinematography, or just the shots in general. Now, some of the shots that were put in the film look very reminiscent of the feeling of actually playing the game. So I remember there were some scenes where it looks like it's that 2D side scroller and you're just going through the levels. And I thought that was a really cool touch to the story altogether. It was honestly really cool to see Donkey Kong. I think the way he was animated and the way he flowed throughout the film was actually really well done. It's still a little weird hearing Seth Rogen voice Donkey Kong, but I think as time goes on, I'm slowly getting used to it. I think I probably would have preferred a more meathead-like voice, but I'm actually kind of satisfied with Seth Rogen. I had my reservations when he was announced as being cast as Donkey Kong, but now they're kind of put away. There's the one scene where they make their carts, like for instance Mario Kart, and that was actually pretty dope. And seeing how all the different textures lined up was so cool. Speaking of another casting choice, I think Jack Black was perfect for Bowser. Jack Black just has so much charisma and extravagance and a whole big bravado that could just light up an entire room. And that's exactly what he does as Bowser. Anya Taylor-Joy did great as Princess Peach and really showed the more valiant side of the princess. Charlie Day as Luigi gave me more of a down-to-earth perspective on Luigi as a whole. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad is still a little weird to think about, but it works somehow. Obviously, everybody wants to know, hey, how did Chris Pratt sound as Mario? Honestly, I have mixed times with this movie viewing. There were times where I forgot that Chris Pratt was Mario and I was just watching the movie. Then there were other times where I was like, this is Chris Pratt being Mario. Like the Chris Pratt being Mario part almost felt like an SNL sketch. But as I stated earlier, it's still kind of weird hearing Mario go into full-blown conversation. It's more like a okie dokie. Although I am kind of bummed out that we never got that signature scream, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. When Mario falls from a great distance and all you hear is "Wah!" The scored versions of the actual classic game music was phenomenal. It got me hyped during the movie, but it also got me really nostalgic because I was like, man, I remember playing those games. Man, I remember the first time I heard that theme. Like, and then the end was all right. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking where it was like, whoa, you really like opened up the Mario mythos. None of that really happened. The movie altogether was fun. Though if you're going into this movie thinking it's targeted for adults, you are dead wrong. This movie is 1000% targeted for kids, and that's not a bad thing. If you're a diehard fan of Mario, or you have kids, or you are a kid and you happen to be watching this review, this movie's good for you. If you like the most recent live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movies, you'll like this movie. I like the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, so I did enjoy this one. Though back to the targeted towards kids and not adults point, the humor is a perfect example. A lot of the humor you can recognize as a joke, but it's more so for the kids. So there will be times where you're like, I mean, if I was a kid, that'd be funny, but I'm an adult now. So it's like, I will say though, there were times I did get a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of a chuckle, and it's fun. It's a good little time to get out of the house, go to the movies, and just enjoy your time. Another thing I like about this movie is that it got me wanting to play the Mario games again, just to experience that feeling as a kid again. And that's something I feel that the Mario movie was successful at, because obviously with hearing some of the music in the film, you want to play those games and like re-experience it. When they were making the carts, I all of a sudden wanted to play Mario Kart. When Luigi was down in the depths with all those dead Koopas, like it made me want to play Luigi's Mansion. And then when they were all traveling through space and all that, it made me want to play Super Mario Galaxy. Now there are rumors now with Sonic the Hedgehog in live action and the Mario movie that they're trying to build up to a Super Smash Bros. Movie. So would you be down to see that? I don't know if I would. I think it would be interesting though. But those are my thoughts on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. What did you think? Did you see it? Are you going to see it? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. If you like this video, please be sure to share a like. It's always so much appreciated here in the Sanctuary. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And next to that is a notification bell for every week this lover boy pops up in your feed. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.